My name is Angela and not Yuri. I shouted at my mates who continued laughing. I'm Angela Romeo, not Yuri Ugarius. Yuri stood up, came close to calm me down, but I shouted at him, leave me alone. What am I doing? Alright, I would leave you to yourself. Yuri replied angrily. Yuri, don't be angry, I said. A boy named UV came to us laughing, you two do behave like cat and mouse. I became angry and told him to leave. Yuri always told me that he usually see me in my compound, but I never believed him. His laughter was fascinating that anytime we wanted to talk I would always smile to make him feel I am happy and ready to talk. Laurette, a girl sitting next to me, noticed this and started calling us some grown-up names which I can't remember. Laurette was the youngest in the class, even some of our juniors were older than her. UV was a friend to Laurette, although they fought on some issues. Laurette, I would call, you better stop calling us that. You know that's not my nature. Laurette would say to me, isn't that true? I would get angry and leave her sight. Until on a day, Yuri started calling me that same name that Laurette called me when referring me to Yuri. I told Yuri to stop calling me that, but he didn't answer. He said, you don't like me disturbing you, that's okay by me, but I will still call you this. One day Yuri saw me trying to lock the door of the house. He offered a helping hand. I gave him the key which he used to lock the door. He gave me back the key and then we parted ways. The next day in school, I immediately went to thank Yuri for the last day's help. We shook hands and then I left him. My juniors kept me company anytime I wasn't happy with my classmates. We related as families and friends anytime. They felt free to ask me some things. There was a boy who I had known since I was young. He had been my junior since, and even then I related with him like I was his sister. Our principal was a funny man. He wore glasses and gave us a funny look anytime he was happy with us, although he was strict. Our vice principal was a funny old man. Whenever he was free he would always come to our class either to talk about football, mimic a teacher, or speak to us as a father. Our teachers were also nice. Some of them joked with us while some were like just lecture type, and that's all. During our final examinations, Yuri introduced one of his friends to me who started behaving awkward to me. His name was Joseph. Joseph made me change my perspective about Yuri, but Yuri was still like before. Yuri, didn't call me anything. I told him not to call me again, and I liked that. We were still friends. We didn't support the class in doing evil, and this made teachers were proud of us. Some days later we parted. Whenever I felt bored at home and I wasn't busy, I would think about my high school and every good moments I spent in the school. Sometimes, when I think about some things, I would smile. 2 months later, we had our graduation party. I met with my mates. We discussed how we spent the last 2 months. We, graduating students, were called out to dance at the end of the ceremony. Our parents and the teachers left, leaving us alone to dance. We continued dancing till late in the evening, then we left, telling ourselves bye. How I wish I can see all of them once more. But for now, bye-bye.